My name is Xavier.
And I'm Greg.
And we welcome back to Who's the Kid?
Who's the Kid? Episode
10
10.
of season 1. This is actually our last episode of our season. So, cheers to that.
Cheers to that. And no, this isn't champagne. It's just water and bubbly juice.
This is sparkling apple peach juice. Just so that
There's no alcohol for children there. That's just juice.
Mm-hmm.
But it is yummy.
Yeah.
So what we thought we'd do today is look at
a bunch of games that you most people like playing games a lot, but many people just want a quick game that they can spend at like a restaurant or something. That is why today we only have a short amount of time to talk about each of the games.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do a quick run through of talk about different games that we have here and different variants of some games. These are games that some of them are ones and many of them are ones that we like to just take to a restaurant with us. So sometimes you're sitting there waiting for 15 minutes to 45 minutes for your food and you're having conversation, and sometimes it's people like to pull out their phones and just do stuff like that. Instead, this is something where you can be interactive with your peers and have a little bit of fun. These are games that are great for all ages, which is really good. They're compact; they could fit in your pocket or in a purse. Some of them have containers, but they don't necessarily have to be in those. And you can just play them right at the table of the restaurant.
In which, just one quick thing, we actually don't. I wasn't able to find sushi guys, so that's why we're using like this printable piece of paper.
So we'll talk about that game and its play and maybe show it in a future episode, the actual game. So Xavier, do you want to start off with which is the first one that you want to talk about?
Okay, so ready? Stop!
Okay, which one?
Game time! Rory's Story Cubes.
Rory's Story Cubes. So go ahead. Whoops.
Sorry about that.
No worries, that happens.
So Rory's Story Cubes is just a bunch of nine cubes.
I'll bring it closer. See?
It's just 9 cubes. That's it. Just 9 dice. And what you do is you roll the dice and you try and make up a story with it. It's really cool. And it's actually really awesome if you want to make like stories and stuff.
So I'm going to show them kind of what the dice look like.
Yeah. In which this is the Voyages edition. There's multiple different versions. And
you can play them, you can mix them together. There's a standard story dice. There's this version. There's probably about 5 or 6 different variants of it. And what's nice is it's simple. You just have a handful of dice. You roll the dice out, and once upon a time or what have you, and try to create a story. So it gets people thinking and getting creative. You can do it in a roundabout where each person says a different thing for each dice. Because the dice are 6-sided, they have a different picture on each side. You're able to create different stories all the time, and you can make them as funny or goofy as you want.
Okay. So I'm going to flip Yagasia again. Next game, Get Bit.
Get Bit. Okay, I'll let you talk about Get Bit as well.
So your turn to talk about it.
Okay. So Get Bit is a game where we have a series of cards. Again, not a whole heck of a lot of them, which is good. Each of these cards is numbered in a sequence. They're also numbered in a sequence by color. So each color represents a different little character. And these characters are trying to swim away from the shark. And what happens is you've got to try to guess a number that will move you a different placement away from the shark. Far enough so that you don't get bit. So you see here now, these guys got just one leg, and as you go along,
once you lose all the body parts, you lose.
Your shark keeps going, and eventually, that's it. You're toast.
The last person to survive wins and gets to go back to the safety.
That's right. So it's a pretty quick game. It's a game of chance and guessing and predicting what the other people are going to do. It's nice and portable. The box itself we have here is a standard box with it, but this stuff could fit easily into a Ziploc bag, and place it in a purse or in a backpack, and easy to carry around. So total, here's all the supplies that are there. And again, not a lot of stuff. It has the set of rules, nice and simple, a quick play, and good recommend for a quick thing in a restaurant. It's also a quiet game to play in an area if you're in a place that needs to be quiet. All right.
Sushi Go.
Okay.
Is the next game.
Yeah, we're talking about sushi.
Yeah.
So sushi go. This is the basic version. There's also Sushi Go Party, which is a larger version of the game.
We'll introduce that in the next season or around season 3. I don't know.
So what with Sushi Go is cool. It's a simple card game, and the card pieces are things related to sushi.
Yum yum yum.
And so sushi is one of our favorite things. There's sushi, there's maki, there's dumplings, there's sashimi, there's nigiri, and each of these things has a value. And wasabi and pudding.
Pudding.
And each of these things has a value. The interesting thing about playing this game is that you have a deck of cards. You hand out your cards. You play 3 rounds, and the game ends. So it's quick that way. So.
But you pass your hand to clockwise, counterclockwise, and clockwise.
Exactly. So when you're actually clockwise 3 times or something. Yeah, we keep the same direction.
Yeah.
But you're always passing your hand. So as you go along, you start collecting something. You may have a great hand, but the minute you choose one card out of it, you have to pass on to the next person in that group, and so you have to kind of predict what other people are doing, look at what other people are doing, and kind of see, will those cards come around to you again, to gather the correct amount of cards to get points. Some cards you can collect with just points with just 1 card. Some of them you need 2, some you need 3. Some you can collect multiples of them. And the court cards for pudding you save till the end. It's a quick game, which is really nice. You can play with multiple people, which is nice, or you can play it with just 2. And it's a fun, quick game with lots of cool sushi pictures. And that's Sushi Go.
Okay. Love Letter and its variants. In which we're each gonna.
So we'll talk about all of these at the same time. If you want to open one of them, right there.
So,
this one he's gonna open.
I have the Adventure Time Love Letter, but of course there are multiple variants that I have here. So like Lies to Santa, Munchkin, and then there's the actual game.
There's Batman versions. There's tons of different variants. They all play the exact same.
Yeah. So here, these are the things that you're trying to collect. These little gems or cubes, depending on. So we got 8 different kinds of cards here. So here are the cards. It comes with rules as well, and reference card, and it comes with these 6 cards. So there's the wizard, which in the actual game is king or something, I don't know. So here you can swap hands. You must discard, in which this one you must discard if you have the wizard or the hero card. Which here you can discard your hand, and you can choose any player, discard his or her hand to draw a new hand. In which each hand is just 1 card. You draw a card, then you play a card. Similar to Flux. We got the princess. If you have to discard it, then you lose the game. Oh no. Royal subject, you can look at another player's hand. Companion, until your next turn you can not you're not affected by anything. So if you have someone plays a hero and you have the companion, they can't choose you.
Gives you protection.
Protection. Guard, you can choose any non-guard card, which I just shown. To guess, if you're correct, they must discard it. If they're incorrect, then nothing happens. You still discard the card though. Gossip, you and another player secretly exchange hands. The person who has the highest number wins, and the loser has to discard their hand. They are out.
So each of these games, they have some sort of thing like have a princess of some sort and different things along. So princess, lady, wizard, hero, companion, gossip, royal subject, guard. As you can see on here, those characters are saying. You'll see that. Notice that there are numbers that go along here as well. This card, every player gets one, and it's simply a draw a card, play a card game. So it goes by really quickly.
It's just like Flux.
That's right. And part of what you're trying to do is guess what the other people have in their hand, and try to get them to. Basically, if you guess it, then they're out, and the person with the cards up that remaining in their hand with the highest level of points at the end of that round wins. And so you win gems. You go around, you keep winning gems or bricks, what have you, for as long as you want to play. So you can play a couple rounds. The rounds go like super fast. So this is one we really like to bring to a restaurant. As you can see, they are quite portable.
There are many variations as well. So the one that we just showed you was the Adventure Time version. I don't know where the actual version is.
Yeah, if you like Munchkin, then this follows the same kind of model as of the game of Munchkin. You have things like loot. You got Turbarium dragons, the dreaded gazebo, naturals, wishing rings, duck of doom. So lots of things that are kind of goofy fun in a Munchkin type way.
Yeah, Letters to Santa is like writing letters to Santa.
Yeah. So overall, what do you think about these variants of Love Letter, Xavier?
I think they are really cool. Now we're on to the next game, Zombie Dice Santa variant.
All right. So, do you want to talk about Zombie Dice? Or do you want me to talk about
you can talk about Zombie Dice.
All right.
We'll talk about variants.
Okay. So Zombie Dice is again, that's one of our favorite games. We don't have any Zombie Dice in here. It's an empty container. You want to run and see if we can find someone while I kind of talk about it?
That's all I could find. You can use Martian Dice.
Okay, so what Zombie Dice has a series of dice, and we thought when we think about zombies, we have to go, okay, what is it that can stop a zombie? And in this case, we want to look at a shotgun to the head. So these are actual dice. They have feet on them, which is a roll again sort of thing. There's shotgun blast, which is you take a hit because you're the zombie. And then there's how do you feed a zombie? You feed them with brains. And there's brains. So with this game, you're rolling to get brains. If you get more than 2 shotguns, then that means you don't get to keep the brains that you've got.
If you get 3 shotguns, then
you're toast. So the goal is to go to around 21 points. You're simply rolling the dice and trying to gain points by collecting brains. So it's a game of chance. It can be a little noisy when you're in a restaurant on a table, so you can play it on a napkin or things like that. If it's a really noisy restaurant, it really doesn't matter. We like it. It's fun. It's easy to play. There's a couple other add-ons you can do to this game for extra dice that do various things, which we'll talk about maybe in a future episode. We'll do a playthrough.
Find it.
Yeah, if we can find it. I think we've got 2 versions, so we should be able to find it somewhere. Yeah. And it's a nice, quick play. You want to talk about the variant you have there?
This is Martian Dice. This is the variant to Zombie Dice. And basically the same thing. It's basically the same thing, but without the feet, the brains, the shotguns, all that. It has... Okay, first off, what do Martians need? What do Martians like? They like abducting those guys.
So these are the things that Martians like to abduct. So in this case, we have chickens, cows, and people.
These are the things that they don't like.
Martians don't like the military. They don't like tanks.
They don't like the conspiracy theorists. That's what I think of them. And here, how do they defend it? These.
And there's your Martian
Death ray.
spaceship with their death ray. So you're trying to collect death. You're trying to collect death rays.
You're not trying to. You're trying to collect humans, cows, and chickens.
Sorry, that's right. Human, cows, and chickens. So do the death rays one give you like a roll again?
Death rays defeat tanks.
Defeat tanks.
Tanks are immediately set aside.
Oh, good. So if
you get more tanks than death rays, then you're toast.
So again, a simple dice game comes with a container that you can use to shake it up. You can shake it with your hands. Well, the simple, short, concise rules that fit into all that could fit into a little Ziploc bag and be dumped into a purse or in your pocket, and something that you're able to do and enjoy in a restaurant. So Xavier, congratulations, episode
Let's
10.
toast to the season finale.
Thank you guys. Thank everyone for watching, and I hope that you've been enjoying our episodes. And see us again for season 2, episode 1, where we'll be doing a movie review of the movie
Ready Player One.
Ready Player One, Steven Spielberg, based on the book by Ernest Cline. Awesome show, and we're pretty excited to talk about that in our next episode.
See you guys later. Laters.